old already, cannot sit properly. Just sit like that. Cannot. Thanks, Tongju. Brothers and sisters in the Dharma, today I see quite a number of familiar phrases, and then I know that you are coming to see how I change. Because in the past, I wasn't like that. I wasn't cheerful, and then I was quite a serious person. So always with a stern face, because I was trained since young that you want to be a Buddhist, then you have to be very solemn. And solemn until my face become a poker face. So, and then on top of this, I'm from a very traditional Chinese family. So my parents taught me that, okay, according to Confucius' teaching, we have to love others, be kind to others, to help others, even you have to sacrifice your life. Walao, not easy, man. So I keep on trying my very best to practice. So after practicing, I find that all the work I have done are not appreciated. Not only that, I still get comments. Thank you. I still get comments. I still get criticism. So really, really, really demoralized and depressed. After I went to the temple, then I found that, walao, even more difficult. Because the Buddha teach us no self. So, being non-self, so I shouldn't think too much of myself. That's why, so I say, then how? Until 1971, I completed my study in US, and then my mother attended my convocation. So she brought me to go around the world. Probably I brought her around the world. It's better because she doesn't know English. Then when we go around the world, when we went to the pyramid in Egypt, our tour guide told us that for them, there's a legend for the Egyptian, that when you die, you will be brought to the heaven, the gate of the heaven, not even the heaven, outside the heaven. The God will ask you, were you happy when you were alive? That's the first question. Second question is that, had you made others happy when you were alive? And the two acceptable answers for you to enter the heaven are positive answer, yes. Why? I asked him. Because for me, since young, I keep on asking why. Only to the traditional culture, to Buddhism, I dare not challenge. But later, because of the Kalama Sutra, maybe challenge a lot. And then, after that, so I asked him why. And he told me, he said, because a person who is unhappy, he will bring his unhappiness every place he goes, even to the heaven. Because he said, when you are fired by your boss, or you quarrel with your spouse, or anything you are unhappy, even a person bring you to a very beautiful place, you won't be able to appreciate the scenery. Even they bring you to a very luxury restaurant for very delicious and expensive food, you won't be able to appreciate it either. This is why when you are unhappy, you go to heaven, you will pollute the heaven. So you're not welcome. And then the other question is that, have you made others happy while you are alive? If you cannot make others happy, if you make everybody upset, if you make everybody angry, when you go to heaven, at first heaven is a happy place. You go there, you make everybody angry in heaven. Even a God will be upset by you. So, you are not qualified to enter the gate of the heaven. Then, this one made me keep on thinking. So, people keep on, although I've done so many, but I haven't been happy. And what's the use for me to do so many things since I couldn't attend the gate of the heaven? And it becomes my meditation object when I was meditating. Because this question keep on coming to me. How can I be happy? How am I to be happy? Actually, what things are disturbing me and make me like that? Should I care for them? For their criticism? But I tell myself, I don't care. No, this one is cheating myself. Because when they say anything, I dance with their comments. I think many of us are like that also. And after doing things, nobody appreciates us. And we are very unhappy also. Walao, I contributed so much, and you just ignored it and comment some more. Not worth me to do such a thing. Give up. You see, this one are all our psychologies. And then later, I say, if I make myself happy, am I going against the teaching of the Buddha of no self? People may see me as egoistic. All these things come to me. I feel very uneasy during that period of time. It could be the bottleneck. So, then one day, when there is a will, there is a way. So, since I keep on thinking, one day, I read a Mahayana Zen storybook. Because I love to read books, read stories, I love to listen to songs. So, when I read a storybook, I like to lie in bed and then listening to songs. That is such an enjoyable thing. So that day when I was lying in bed and then reading the Mahayana Zen book, and I saw that, I read, the Zen book said, a young man went to ask his master and said, Master, is there hell and heaven? The master answered, yes. Then this young man asked, is there rebirth? The master said, yes. And then on top of this man said, then, Master, is there karma? Is there karma? Master said, yes. This young man looked puzzled. He said, yesterday I went to attend Master Jin's talk. During his discussion, and then he said, everything's answered to no. No. No heaven and hell. No. No karma. No. No what? Just now what did I say? Huh? No rebirth. Okay? See whether you pay attention. Because some of you are in your meditation, deep meditation. Okay. All right. So why is the answer is different? It's just totally different from yours. So this monk didn't answer directly to his question, but asked him, has Master Jin a wife? No. Has Master Jin any children? No. Has Master Jin any property? No. Do you have a wife? Yes. Do you have any children? Yes, 2. Do you have properties? I have a house. Okay. Then, this poor young man looks very puzzled and looks blur at the master. And then the master say, see, same question, different answer. Why? Because Master Jin is standing on his higher ground, to discuss on this problem. So all the answers are no. And I am standing at your ground to answer your question. So all the answers are yes. Then he said, do you know that when Buddha attained the enlightenment, he has crossed over the river from our side to the other shore. So when he looked back, he saw no self. So he just made a statement telling us that there is no self. But when we are standing at our shore, we won't be able to appreciate non-self. When looking at us, everything we do, there is a self. This is why the Buddha teach us karma, cause and effect, rebirth. And then he prescribes the precepts and Eightfold Path to help us crossing the river, go to the other shore. So many things that Buddha give the comments and then the statements, sometimes they are not necessarily to apply to us. I find that, this one answer my question, man. So, this probably, is helping us to go across the river. But no self is not applicable for me. And at that juncture, when I was reading the book, I was also listening to a song. I'm sure quite a number of you, even younger than me, knows the song. Love you more than I can say. There's such a song, isn't it? Love you more than I can say. This statement is correct. Because love is speechless. You love somebody, you say, I love you so much, how much? Then how much cannot describe already. But if they say that, I love you more than I myself, if your boyfriend or girlfriend tell you this, I can tell you, it could be a lie. Because it is very difficult to love somebody more than oneself. Why? You may say, no, how can you prove it? I can tell you. When taking a group photograph, looking at a group photograph with you inside, who is the first person you look at? Yourself, right? This is why loving ourselves is not wrong. It is a right thing, correct? But how, if we don't know, you see, if we don't love ourselves, just like if we don't have 100, the strength to carry 100 kilos thing, can we help others to carry the 50 kilo? We can't. If we cannot swim, can we jump down and rescue somebody who is drowned? No. If we do not know how to love ourselves, are we able to love others? I don't think so, Even you yourself, you don't love. Whom can you love? That's why loving ourselves is the basic for us to love other people. It's the first step to love other people. But how can we love ourselves? How can we love ourselves without affected by the surroundings? First thing, we have to know our own values. When I give you $100 note, and I cripple it, and I make it very dirty, do you still want it? Why? You still want it. Many of you nod your head. Yes, I also want it. Why? Because $100 note, the value is still there. I still can use it, isn't it? And for us, every one of us, we are just like the $100 notes. Why? Because according to the Buddha, we have our Buddha nature. So no matter what type of adversity we met, no matter how people step us down, how people criticize on us, we still have our Buddha nature. If we practice, we still could attain the enlightenment. Our value is there. This is why even people say that we can go to the heaven. If we don't practice well, I don't think we can go. And if they say that, wow, you are Bodhisattva. If we are devils, we cannot be Bodhisattva. You see? So if people condemn us saying that, go to hell, not necessary for us to obey and go to hell. Right? This is why everything is by ourselves. And we all know that nobody, everybody is special in his own way. Every one of us are special in our own way. And nobody can take over the job, our job, to be ourselves. Can you be Ang Beng Choo? Cannot. Ang Beng Choo is so old, you are younger. Cannot. Ang Beng Choo is a female, you are man. You see? So, this one is cannot. You cannot be somebody. So, the work you can do, other people may not be able to do it. This is why you are very unique to yourself. And then, we all know that the cells in our body is dying and rising. Going and rising. When we enter this room, our cells start to die and born, arise. You see? Am I using the right word or not? But for me now, I will chap already. Because everybody knows that my English spelling, everything is so poor. Okay. So, if that is the case, coming in, we have the cell which die already. And according to the research, every 7 years, our whole body cell change. This is why. When you look at your photo at your baby time, and the photo when you were 7 years old is different. When you were young, and now it's also different. This is why last time I was very proud, to show my photo at my young age. And when I show to people, look. Then they look at it and they say, huh? That's you, ah. Wow, that time so beautiful. Yeah, very angry, So beautiful, that means now it's so ugly, lah. So from then onward, I don't want to show my photo anymore. So you can see, it keep on changing. Since it keep on changing, that means, we are walking, whether we like it or not, towards death. Death is not avoidable. So, this is why not necessary for us to waste time on others' comments. Not necessary for us to think, to regret of the past. Past cannot be there already. You cannot say, if I know that, I should be, blah, 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 blah. Time is cannot be going back. So, if I know that is valid, then every one of us will be Bill Gates. Right? If I know that. And it's not necessary for us to worry for the future. Don't waste time to worry for the future. According to the psychologist, 100 things you worry about, the most is 2 things will come true. So why we waste time to worry for the 98 things? This is why it is very important for us to free our mind first. Free our mind. The Buddha say, our body is like the cart, and our mind, the cow. The cow pull the cart. Our mind decides what we are supposed to do. Our mind decides our speech. Our mind decides our actions. So we have to put our mind right. Then everything will be on proper. The first thing is that our mind. How to put our mind correctly. at the right path. From positive, from negative to positive. Think everything positively. That is very, very important. I remember that I like to share a story on a couple and a cow. And a donkey. Okay, and a donkey. So there was a couple who bought a donkey. And then the husband, one hand hold the string of the donkey, another hand hold the hand of the cow. Of the wife, no, not the cow. The wife shouldn't be a cow, okay. So when they were walking home happily, halfway through, they meet a child, and this child pointing at them and laugh, saying that, so stupid. Why they have a donkey and they do not want to ride on it? And both of them think, it's correct. This is why. The wife tell the husband, why not you ride onto the donkey? You ride on the donkey, I walk. The man say, no, you ride, I walk. So okay, the wife ride on the donkey and the man walk. When the man was walking, pulling the string, and they met an old man. And this old man said, man is the head of a family. How can a man walk and let the wife ride onto the donkey? Ride on donkey. Wrong. So the wife quickly climbed down and let the husband ride onto it. So when they walk, they met an old lady. The old lady sighed and said, hi, poor lady, you have to work. You have to walk. Your husband has no compassion. He doesn't know how to love you. So the husband heard about it. Wow, jialat, wrong also. So quickly pull the hand of the wife and sit together on the donkey. Then both of them were riding the donkey home. And they met a young man. And this young man could be from the SPC. And this man looked at them and said, poor donkey, they ill-treat you. They shouldn't do that to you. And both of them quickly climbed down from the donkey. Then they think, all the methods has been used. What are we going to do with this donkey now? So they say, okay, don't ill-treat. So they bought a pole, and the string. So they used a rope and string to tie the four legs of the donkey. They didn't know that there's another type of ill-treating. So the wife at one end, the husband at the other end, carrying the donkey, walking home. So when they crossed the bridge, so there's a bridge, it's quite narrow, the donkey upside down, seeing in the water himself. So he struggled. Once he struggled, three of them all fall into the river. So you can see, everybody has their perception. So every time they say things, it's based on their perception. This is why one time, when the Buddha was sitting there doing his meditation, there's a man came to him and scolded him like mad. And Adana wanted to stop the man. Then Buddha said, never mind, let him speak. After this man has finished his speech, then the Buddha asked him, any more? And this man was quite surprised. I scold you, and after I finish it, and you still ask me any more. Not enough for you. So, at this juncture, and he was quite surprised looking at the Buddha. And Adana was surprised too. So the Buddha told Adana, don't worry. This person doesn't know me. And then he heard people talking about me. So he has a perception of another person. When he has a perception of another person, so when he come and scold me, actually he's not scolding me. He's scolding at his own perception. So Why should I worry? Why should I be angry? Because he's scolding at my perception. He's criticizing at at his perception, his own perception. Then this man was quite puzzled after he went back and he kept on thinking of what the Buddha said. So at last, and he felt that very sorry to the Buddha. The second day he came and kowtowed to the Buddha, touched the Buddha's feet and kowtowed to him. And Ananda was quite happy. And then the Buddha said, why are you happy? Then Ananda said, because now he changed his attitude and showed his respect to you. And the Buddha said, no, he is not showing respect to me. He's showing respect to his perception. Because he has changed his perception and he thinks that I'm very great. This is why the Buddha said, we shouldn't dance with people's comments or praise. And when we are not affected by people's comments or praise, then we could be quite steady. But many of us, we cannot. So, and then we can be happy also. So, then one time I read a person who wrote about the 6 stages of the psychology mature. They say the lowest level of the psychology is punishment. We are afraid, fears. That is when people want to make us obedient, they use the fear factor. So they punish us. This is why when they want the tiger, lion to perform, beat them. Okay? Second steps is reward. When they want the animals who is slightly smarter, so they use the reward. This is why when the dolphin perform, they feed them with the fish. Then the third one is you combine the reward together with punishment, fears and the praise together. Okay? And then number 4 is peer influence. The group. They are doing this, they are doing this, they are doing this. Why you are not? You are the odd case. And this is who is using this? Branded materials. Wow, they are wearing what type of jeans, what type of shirt, using what type of bag. And then when we are using it, we are doing the advertisement for them also. You know. You say, I have to show the label so that people know. That is using the peer influence, number 4. You see? So number 5 is what? Number 5, your maturity going up some more. You are not influenced by the peer, but you are influenced by the social critics. Social critics, media or anything comments on you, or the whole group comments on you, your society comments on you, you get worried. Praise on you, then you are very happy and see your photo there. Wow, say so and so is so good. Blah, 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 blah. Then you're happy. This one's by critics. Okay? Number 6 is self-reliance. Self-reliance is that you know what you are doing. You are not affected by outside surrounding factors. So this one is the top level of psychological maturity. And this is the level that the Buddha wants us to achieve. This is why the Buddha tells us, use the Kalama Sutra to teach us to ask questions, to analyze, and to know what's going on. So as to avoid the blind faith. So to avoid the blind faith, then we will not be affected by the 5 levels, 5 different stages. So this is why. And when last time, I was very easily affected by others' comments. And then one lesson taught me also. that was, I think quite a number of you, have heard my own story. One time when I went to a restaurant, I got stomachache. So I quickly rushed to the toilet. And there are 2 rooms. The toilet got 2 rooms. One room is occupied. And the other room was empty. I quickly go in and sit down and let go. So quite happily let go. At this juncture, my next room just say, "How are you?" I say, "Allah, you see Singapore's courtesy campaign is on." So to show that I'm very courteous, so I quickly answer, "Oh, I'm very well, thank you." And then he asked, "What are you doing?" I was telling myself, stupid questions, Coming here, what can I do? So I told her, I said, doing the same thing as you are doing now. And then, after that, then he asked, "Coming out already?" Rubbish. So I say, half come out, half not yet lah. Then she was so angry, with me and say that, "Hi, you know that, there's one xiao next door lah. All the questions I asked you, she answered." So that means, she's using a handphone. I didn't know. This is why, sometimes when people are talking, they are not talking about us. Your colleagues, you suspect that your colleagues say bad things about you. So when you went to the toilet, you go to the toilet, and you see 2 persons talking. When you enter, they stop. They just finish their talking. And then you say, "See lah, talking about me now. When I come in, stop immediately." But they are not talking about you. You see, sometimes it makes us very unhappy. So there's no need to be like that for us lah. The most important thing is that, bo chap. That's why my husband always say that, I am always everything. Cannot chap. I say, everything bo chap. I say, cannot chap. When you chap, you liao. No? So I remember that there was a Buddhist story saying that a prince wanted to be a king, a good king. So he asked the Buddha, "How am I supposed to be a good king?" Then the Buddha said, "Okay, you walk forward, and then you will meet 3 doors. Go through the 3 doors. Before you go through, look up and see what is suggested, and you follow." So he went through. Then the first door say, "Change the world." Then he say, "Yeah, this world is no good. Wars, everything. Change." And then after he went back and he wanted to change, keep on changing and keep on, he knocked his head against the wall. So he was very unhappy. Then after that, he went through another door. Change others. So he said, "Yeah, the world cannot be changed because there are people who are so nasty, so bad. Must change them." And he tried to change, but nobody wanted to be changed. So he was very, very depressed. And then he went the third door. Third door showed that change yourself. He said, "Correct. If I change myself, and then I use myself as a role model, then other people will follow." So he wanted to change himself, keep on looking at his shortcoming. At last, he ended up with depression. So he went back to see the Buddha. Buddha looked at him like that, so skinny and that. The Buddha said, "No, not end yet. Walk back. Walk back and also look at the door and see what it writes." Walk back. And then look at the door. The door say what? "Accept yourself." So he said, "Accept myself." Then, every one of us have shortcomings, have strengths. So accept ourselves means that, we have to accept myself as a whole package. Everyone has strength, everyone got shortcoming. Okay, look at my strength, what I have. I'm very happy about my strength. And then compare with my shortcoming. If I change a little bit here, change a little bit there, I could be better. So I compare with myself and not compare with others. I'm comparing with myself. So I can improve. And when I improve, I'm very happy. Then, walking towards the second wall, he said, accept others. Yes, since I have shortcoming, I got strengths, I accept myself, I also have to accept others. That's what the Buddha said. This is an imperfect world. There are people who, there isn't such a so-called perfect person. Perfect person will not be here, will be there. So, never expect others to be perfect. We ourselves are also not perfect because we say, accept ourselves already. We know that we are not perfect. So now, from us looking on other people, they are also not perfect. Then how? How to change them? Change their imperfect points. Like our children, like our spouse, we want to change them, or our friends. First thing is what? Many of us, we are very stingy in praising others, especially our spouse and our children, pointing hand. You no good, this one, no good, that one, no good, that one. Make very sure that we shouldn't point finger. We should appreciate their good points first. And then say, you are good in this one. If you change this one, every time one thing, then you will be very much better, perfect. Then they want to be perfect, so they change. Because they say that good things you also see, not only bad things. This is why I remember that there's one American president, I can't remember the name. So his secretary was the worst secretary. Every time, no typing mistake, full of mistake. And then he wants to, everybody say you should change this secretary. But this secretary, other things are good. So he didn't want to change. One day he saw this secretary wearing up nicely, pretty. So he told the secretary, wow, you are so pretty today. Then the secretary was very happy. Wow, president sees that I'm very pretty, you know. So then his second sentence is that, if your typing is as pretty as yourself, it will be even marvelous. And then from then onward, very less typing error. So you can see, praising a person at the same time you comment, it won't make them so badly hurt. So bear that in mind when you teach your spouse, I use teacher, or your children. You use this method. Always think, when they comment on you, like one time, a child was commented, always criticized by the parents, especially the mother. And he was so upset. So one day, when the mother said, how come you are so stupid, huh? Hiya, so and so, Beng got 90 marks, you only got 60. Then he looked back to the mother and then he answered, Mom, do you know that Beng's mother is a manager? You are only a clerk, Why, huh? Well, the mother really, very unhappy. You want to compare? They compare. So, make very sure that we don't compare. And we also once we compare, especially when we compare with people's materials, wealth, we are even more unhappy. Compare with materials, wealth, like, so and so got a big house, I must also have the big house. So and so have big car, I must also have big car. Not necessary. No, it's better to enjoy it rather than owning it. Because you own something, you have to maintain, Like, you have a big house. You want to have a big sitting room, dining room, you have to clean it, lah. But if I don't do it, I go to your house, I visit you, I no need to clean for you. Or I go to a restaurant, I go to the hotel. Hotel got very beautiful lobby. I no need to maintain. Yeah, and then aircon, some more free. So sitting there, how nice. Correct. And then people got big car. And for me, I travel in the today is very kind of Dr. Henry Yeo to bring me in his car. Usually, my husband and I, we use BMW. You know BMW? Bus, MRT, and walk. The biggest car. So one time, my friend asked me, she after she became this insurance agent, and she asked me, she said, "Hey, you have a car?" I said, "Yes." And then he said, she asked, "How much do you buy the car?" I said, "I don't know. I have to ask my driver." Then he said, "Huh? Ask your driver. Have you bought any insurance, and how much you buy for the insurance?" I said, "I don't know. I will discuss with my driver." And all that, at last, he said, "Then, actually, how much is the car, huh? Why you got driver, and then you need the driver and that?" I tell them, maybe, you need more than 10,000 or more, or billion. What type of cars you have? I said, MRT, lor. So she was so angry with me and never want to talk to me anymore. So, this is why, not necessarily when you enjoy your MRT, you enjoy, especially on double-decker, this bus, sitting at the second level, you can see so fine, so nice. Especially now, I told my husband, I said when we were working, we pay the tax. Now, we have this senior citizen card, Pioneer or something. All this, you travel, you get back from the government, You go here and there, every place, you only pay 90 cents. How nice. So that's the time for me to claim back. That's why we enjoy traveling on that. This is why, a lot of this type of things, we can enjoy. Like one of my former principal, she got a lot of jewelry. One time I went to the bank safe, to get my document. I only put my document in the bank in case my house on fire, so in the bank. And then I went to take, and I saw her because her safe box was next to me. And she took out her jewelry, wearing, and then looking, and then put up, keep again, wearing, keep again. And I'm looking at her. So I was thinking that, why she's doing that? So when she came out, I came out. I asked her, I said, why you keep all your jewelry there without wearing it? And she said, cannot. How to wear? Wearing it could be robbed. Then I told her, I said, then you shouldn't buy. Then she looked at me. I said, then, if I want to wear, then I can see and I'm happy. I said, if I were you, I'll go to the jewelry shop. A lot of new goods coming in, what? So I wear like you, 2 minutes, and then take out. 2 minutes, take out, what? I can visit so many shops, isn't it? And I enjoy. So, and then the other thing is that many of us, we are looking for perfection. Always say that we are not ready. I need to be this one to ready. I can tell you, when the chances come, they never come to you when you are 100% ready, because we never been very ready. Especially those people who are who have high expectation. When the chance come, grab and then do it. Don't tell yourself that you are not ready. And don't wait that, I need this thing to be done in a perfection way. Cannot. I remember that when I was doing my PhD degree thesis, I always tell myself, I have to do it in a better way, until my supervisor was so angry, and told me, do you know that? Wait until you finish it, I would have died already. You have to change supervisor. So I quickly do and submit. He said, I tell you, the date for you to submit, date 9, is 1 month later. By hook or by crook, if you don't submit, I don't want to be your supervisor. So I quickly submit. And then I got my PhD. And I regret. Why? I should have submitted it long ago. Then I could get it earlier. So this is very important for us. Never look for perfection. Never say that, I want to be ready. I am not ready yet. No, you will always regret. And the other thing is that we have to be gratitude, be appreciate. Appreciation is very important for every one of us. And this is the first lesson that the Buddha taught. When Buddha achieved enlightenment, he stood right in front of the Bodhi tree and then meditated for 1 week to show his appreciation towards the Bodhi tree for sheltering him while he was fighting through his enlightenment. So appreciation is the first lesson when the Buddha, everybody say, first lesson he taught is Four Noble Truths and all that. No, it's this, appreciation. Because appreciation is very, very important for us. When we do any work, we shouldn't say that I am contributing. Actually, I am enjoying something people gave me. Just like here, I really appreciate BF invites me here so that I can share with you my happy hour. And my husband can also enjoy his quietness at home. You see? So, very important thing is that we have to appreciate. People gave us a chance to do the things. So when you are contributing, you are doing the volunteer work. We have to appreciate the organization gave me the chance. And the people who accept my donation actually are giving me a field for me to plant my good karma. So I should appreciate them. Normally when I donate, I bow to those people. When I give them things, I really bow to them. I have to thank them because they give me such a chance. If everyone do not want to accept my donation of food or anything, who am I supposed to donate? So they are providing me such a rich field for me to do good things. Why should they appreciate me? I should appreciate them. Like today, I also appreciate all of you. You are here. Otherwise, I will be talking to the four walls. Correct. This is why it is very important if we change our mindset to such a place, then to put it in the proper, then we will not be upset. And when I meet somebody look at me, sometimes, they do not want to say hello to me. But for me, I always smile and say hello. And they don't want to answer, I just go near and then clap them. Very thick skin, So when they are angry with me, they cannot be angry anymore. You see? And for me, recently, my eyes see things blur. My ear cannot hear very properly. Sometimes even my tongues can just clip together. Okay. But I feel that it could be good for me also. If I cannot see clearly, even people don't smile at me, I feel that they're smiling at me, so I smile back. So it's good. And then I cannot see clearly. When I look at everybody, they are all handsome men and beautiful ladies. How nice. And you cannot hear properly, so it's good. When people scold you, you cannot hear. So for me, all these things are good. And then this is why my husband say, "Hiya, you are the one who, when you die, the last part to stop is your tongue." I say, "Now keep on clicking." So have to tell me to stop earlier before I die. You see, this is why we always, once we have this type of positive thinking, change our mindset, we will be happy all the time. And how are we going to make others happy? When we are happy, we are qualified already, The first answer, go, okay, pass. Second answer, how to make others happy? To make others happy even easier. Isn't it? Through our speech and action. We make everybody, sometimes you say some words in Mandarin saying, 一句话给人跳，一句话给人笑，一句话给人气到死翘翘。Correct. One sentence you make people laugh. One sentence you make people angry. Another sentence you make people upset to death. Correct. So it is very important for us to mind our words. This is why the Buddha say we have to mind our speech. There was a monk and a butcher. I told the story at some places already, sharing the story. A butcher and a monk. Both of them are neighbor. So the monk gets up at 4 o'clock to do chanting. The butcher gets up at 4 o'clock to do slaughtering. Okay? So they tell each other, we do not want to miss our work. So if you get up earlier, you wake me up. If I get up earlier, I wake you up. And then after they help each other, when they pass away, you know where do they go? The monk, the butcher go to the heaven. And the monk go to the hell. Why? Because the butcher wake up the monk every morning to do chanting. And then the monk wake up the butcher every morning to do the slaughtering. So make very sure that when we do something, we are helping people, help at the right place. So our speech counts. The speech, this is why during the Buddha's time, his teaching cover a lot on speeches. So he say that speeches, our mouth is like a bow, no? And your tongue is like an arrow. Very easy. Then, and when you top, and it was breathing. And then when you pull out, you say, sorry, I withdraw my statement. The blood is still there. So make very sure that we have to be very careful. Especially for me last time, I keep on talking nonsense. Now still nonsense, but now nonsense is not so bad. When I think many of you know my story about my nonsense. One time I went to a dinner, so I was late. And when I arrived there, they just come out with the suckling pig. So I wanted to say something humorous so that to lighten the thing, because everybody look at me like that. Then so I just lighten it. So I say, just nice. The suckling pig is facing me. And nobody laughed. So my husband kicked me under the table. Every time when I say something wrong, my husband will definitely kick me under the table. So when they kick me under the table, I quickly look up. Walao, opposite me, sitting a lady who is more than 300 pounds. So she thought that, I was commenting that she is the suckling pig, And worst of it is what, I want to step onto the brake. I step wrongly. I step onto the accessory. So accessory say what, Oh, I'm sorry. What I referred to just now was the cooked one. That means, she is the uncooked one. It's worse. So I hope that juncture, I hope that there could be a hole for me to go in, This is why it is very, very important for us to do praise others more than what? More than comments and criticize. And if we want to be humorous, please humor ourselves. Don't try to pull other people's leg. When you pull other people's leg, you may pull the wrong leg and you will be kicked. Okay? The other thing is that make very sure that even for us, people say that for Buddhists, no need to wear properly, blah, blah, blah. We no need to wear branded thing, but we have to wear properly, neat and clean. That's what the Buddha requests all his Sangha has to be in neat and clean. At the same time, if you wear very nicely and you have a stern face and very 冷若冰霜, you're as cold as a piece of ice, I don't think people will appreciate you, think that you're beautiful. So it's very important for us to put on a smile. No? Smile, sweet smile. And then, because we all know that the smile is an international language to show that I like you. And then, I'm easier to be approached. You see, this is a very friendly way to show your friendship. And on top of it, it is the cheapest generosity. Because when you put up the smile, no need for you to pay. Right? In Singapore, everything you have to pay. There are only 3 things you no need to pay. What are the 3 things? The air. Second thing, the gas come out from your body. Third thing, your smile. So smile is the cheapest generosity. No need for us to pay. And on top of it, it is also the cheapest cosmetic. No need to pay. But at the same time, when you put up your smile, I can tell you, beauticians tell you that when you smile, you will get wrinkle. Wrong. When you smile, your wrinkle, 13 wrinkles will be going up. Yes, 13 wrinkles, 1, 3. When you are upset, you are angry, you are depressed, 65 wrinkles will go down. So which one you choose? And then smile make you look gorgeous, make you look younger and more nicer and nicer. If you don't believe, later you go toilet and see lah. Look into the mirror, you will know. But make very sure that you smile to the right person, huh? You smile to the wrong person on the road. Now that's not my business if you have any trouble. So always tell our loved one. Don't be stingy to praise them. Don't be stingy to say, I love you. I love you, thank you, please. These three phrases are the magic words for us. If you want people to like you, if you want to be happy, use this. When you use this, it's always two-way traffic. You are nice to people, people will be nice to us. It is always two-way traffic. There was I remember that there was a lady who saw a dog, wagging his leg, his tails, and entering a room. When he came out from that room, he wagged his tail even more. And then a howling dog entered the same room and howling in. When he came out, he howled more, howling more. And this lady feel that funny. Hi, to the same room, what happened to these two dogs? So he went in. And when he went in, he saw nothing in the room. There are only mirrors around. So when the wagging tail dogs went in, he saw many, many wagging tails dog wag the tails at him. So he was very, very happy. And when the howling dog goes in, then he saw so many dogs howling back to him. So he was very more angry. This is why the whole world is just like a room full of mirrors. If we are happy, if we are we are happy, we are a happy person, all the surrounding will change to happy atmosphere. As what Chinese saying, the qi, the energy. When we are happy, we have the positive energy. All the energy surrounding us will be positive. And then we will be, we are just like a piece of this, what is it called? Suddenly forgot the word. Ayo, recently Sina is on the way. Okay. What is it called? 磁铁. Magnet, correct. We are just like a piece of magnet. You can suck all the same thing, iron, together. So if the iron means happy people. So when you try to be happy, all the happy people will come to you. And you are able to make them happier. And you yourself can be happier. So it is very important for us to build up our own mindset, to build up our own energy, positive energy. When our positive energy is there, negative energy will not go near us. This is why some people told me, how about black magic and all that? When you have the positive energy, negative will not like you. Just like your police office is there. And with all the policemen, very strong one. The thief won't come. Correct? So it is very, very important for every one of us to build up our own energy. Okay? And then, do I have anything I missed out? I wanted to give you all everything, but I don't know. Okay, there's another story I was thinking that probably I could share with you all. That was the story I read. It said a man went to do his research in Africa. So he went to a village, and then he played his game with a group of the children in the village. So he brought a basket of fruit, and he put the fruit in front. He put the fruit in front of a tree, and he told the children, there are about 13 or 14 children, and telling them that, okay, I'm going to play a game with you. Any one of you who reach the basket first can have the whole basket of fruit as a reward. And when he say, steady, 1, 2, 3, go. When he say go, to his surprise, he saw all the African children hold hands. They hold each other's hands, run towards the tree. And when they all reach there, they pick up the basket of fruit. And then they share with each other and they eat. So he was surprised, asked them, what is it? Why are you doing that? And they used one African word to answer, umantu. Umantu. They say, umantu, umantu. So then later he found out that umantu means that together we achieve. Together we achieve umantu. So that all of us be together, put in our positive thoughts, and let us walk towards the enlightenment path together. Okay, umantu. 1, 2, 3. Want to shout together? Want to shout together? 1, 2, 3. Umantu. Okay, thank you very much.
Shall we also say sadhu 3 times? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. It's Q&A time. Q&A time.
Huh?
Q&A.
Oh, Q&A, okay. I forgot. You see, that's why I told you, Sina is on the way.
So I'm sure Dr. Ang will be heaven because she's very happy and hear a lot of laughter during this talk. So maybe we have time for a couple of questions.
Okay, thanks. Thank you for taking.
Any questions?
Any questions? Whether I confuse you or I convince you? They say no question, normally is I confuse you, rather than convince you. Any? No, eh? Yeah, everybody is hungry already. No? No, don't force them. Yeah?
Sorry.
Dr. Ang, thanks for your enlightening speech. I just want to know, how do you counsel someone who believes in feng shui and seems to be 疑神疑鬼 all the time?
If they believe in feng shui, then you have to use the feng shui to convince them. Follow their way. Just like, some, if they say the feng shui, they want you to change the feng shui certain thing. So this is what my friend did. The mother is a believer of feng shui and wants her to renovate here, renovate there, renovate there, renovate there. So she went to get another friend, and she said that, the monk. And she said, this monk is highly know the feng shui. And she told the monk already, So they came in, and then they told the mother, oh, no need. You only switch this one here and switch one there. The simplest thing. So it is the most important thing, you don't tell them that, don't believe in that, no such thing. Then immediately you get the rejection. Because you are going against their view. Follow their view, and then you do some turning. So think of a way out. Because normally, then they are happy. They think that, oh, you are following my way. But they didn't know that you are turning. You see? The most important thing is that we don't try to have too much conflict with another person. Then then it's easier for you to convince them. Just like children also like that. The spouse also like that. Your family member, your in-laws also like that. Also like that. This is why, if you know how to follow their way, it's very easy for you to convince them. Any other questions? No, eh? No others, huh? This chairman, huh, doesn't let me go. Yes.
Hello, Dr. Ang. My
Yes.
name is Hock Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. And I wanted to ask you, sometimes some of us, we may have parents who, let's say, they are stroke patients, but then they insist on smoking. Or some parents, we want them to do something that we feel is good for them, but habits die hard now, So how do we inspire positive change in them?
Okay. One thing is that, if we have something, do you think that it's possible for us to change? It's very difficult to change them, Change a person is the most difficult thing. It's easier to change ourselves. But, say for our parents, okay? You tell them, don't smoke. They can tell you, Deng Xiaoping smoke, and he lived up to 93 years old, so what? This is why you shouldn't tell them that for your good health, you don't smoke. You look at them and see whom they love more. If they love the baby more, or you love, they are waiting for the in-law to give birth, or the daughter to give birth of the baby, then you can tell them that according to the recent report, saying that, smoking will make the baby abnormal. And because they love them, you see, you don't need to tell them, You just doing general discussion at the dinner table while they are around. You say, today I read the report, they say like that, just like telling your family member about this. Then they were hearing, indirectly, I can tell you, they will smoke very much less. But if you tell them you don't smoke, they say, who are you to tell me? And all the things you want them to change, don't go direct. Cannot go direct. Because to them, they always say that, I eat more sauce than you eat rice. But they didn't know that, they do not know that, eat more sauce will cause high blood pressure. Use indirect way. Always use indirect way. And sometimes, they want to do this, and then they okay, you want to do this, okay, I follow you. But, they do not know that you have already 偷龙转凤. Okay. And make very sure that we don't comment about, our family member to the other family member. Okay? Words travel. And the traveling, when you can, last time when I was young, we played the game. You speak one sentence to this person. Until the last one, it become an essay, a story come out already. So it's very dangerous. This is why I always advise my friends, say, you want to comment or anything, you are very unhappy, please don't tell anybody. Tell who, Tell the Buddha. He won't tell anybody. So then some of them, they got this Goddess of Mercy's photo at home, and the image at home. I said, to Goddess of Mercy. They won't tell. You see, this is very important. When you tell the Buddha or you tell the Goddess of Mercy, Guan Yin, normally when you are very sincere in asking, sometimes you get the response.
I think one more question over here. One last question.
Basically, the same question. How do someone's 99% of the time late for anything, any appointment? How do you change her?
Okay.
Thank you.
Is this one Buddhist?
No, she's not a Buddhist.
She's not a Buddhist.
Yeah.
But she's what? Other religions.
Christian, yes.
Okay, never mind. This is why I asked you. If she is a Buddhist or she has a religion, that's the best. Because you know why? In Buddhism, 5 precepts. There's one precept is what? No stealing. Right? Christian also, no stealing. Right? No stealing means that, you never ask but take it. It's no stealing. Today I steal Dr. Yo's 3 or 4 minutes. When he was waiting for me to pick up. Okay. Then, this stealing, no stealing. And stealing means that not only the tangible one, intangible one also count. So the materials you never ask, you take, is stealing. Sometimes you say, this person is not around, I just take it, I just use it. Then it's not very good lah. So maybe, before you do all these things, then you can tell your colleagues, hey, sometimes when you are not around, I want to use your thing on the table, pencil or anything, I hope you don't mind. Then of course they say no mind, so you ask already. And next time you can always use. Time also the same thing. Meeting, coming late. Teaching, coming late. If in the meeting, there are 10 of them, you are 5 minutes late, you are stealing 10 of them, 50 minutes. 50. Okay? And then if going for anything, also, this one I always steal time. I myself, like that day, Ken came to fetch me. I also let him wait for more than 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Yeah. You know why? Because I'm very slow. I'm very slow. So this is why time is also stealing. Copyright is also stealing. A lot of things are stealing. Stealing is not only restricted to the tangible things, materials, wealth. It includes everything. So tell them, although they cannot be 100% punctual, but waiting for them to make up for 2 hours, then can shrink up to 5 to 10 minutes. Probably it will help. Yeah, but you have to tell her, first thing, you are so pretty. You are so nice, so good. However, you accept all the strengths already. However, this is your small shortcoming. If you could overcome it, you will be a very perfect person. Then he love you, she love you. You got a kiss,
Okay,
praise first before you comment. And then you praise first, and then you say that if you amend this one, then you will be what? Then people are happy, what? At least you see my strengths. At least you appreciate my strengths. Okay? Yes.
So, Dr. Ang, this is not a question, but it's a comment. I think the comment here is that you taught us, reminded us of appreciation, and all of us truly appreciate, you sitting there and sharing your nuggets of wisdom. And the comment here is that when I grow up, I want to be just like you.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, don't be like me. You should be better than me. No, like me is lao ya already. Cannot. You should be better than me. Because for me now, my sinner is on the way, my spare part got problem. Monday I'm going for my scope already of my stomach. Oh. So now all spare part got problem. That's why don't be like me. Y'all should be better than me.
So thank you, Dr.
Thank
Ang.
you.
Let's say sadhu
Thank you
3
very much.
times.
Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.